Verstappen goes down the inside.
I think that's going to be an easy overtake.
Game, set, and match to the Monegasque. How easy was that? Grosjean locks up, takes to the escape road, makes it rather easy for Daniel Ricciardo. Bottas pulls out from behind Charles Leclerc's rear wing. Bottas takes the lead, retakes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And there's two cars down there, Daniel Ricciardo and also Nekrews gaining on Charles Leclerc. Going to try down the inside, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc. Leclerc gives him enough space. Stops on his marks, the red stripe soft tyres. All the while he stays behind that Red Bull and he needs to get past it for his and Ferrari's own sake, and he manages to do so. But that's really sad luck. Valtteri BOTTAS leads from Lewis Hamilton. See how Max Verstappen desperate to get on the power. And it's victory for Bottas in Baku. Valtteri BOTTAS wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And welcome along, ladies and gentlemen, on this Sunday afternoon to the 49th World Championship Spanish Grand Prix. We're here at Barcelona for round 5 of 21 in this 2019 season. Barcelona, it's a great destination to come to, and if you're on pole position, it's often a great race as well. And there are always chances to overtake if you're brave enough and if you're late enough on the brakes. Just ask Nigel Mansell. Let's go back to 1991. We could watch this time and time again, as I'm sure Nigel Mansell does. Romain Grosjean won't want to see this again too many times. Last year's start, spinning across the racetrack, taking out Nico Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly that afternoon in the Toro Rosso. And down towards turn 10 now, Valtteri Bottas locking up in 2017 and giving Sebastian Vettel all the encouragement he needed to mount another challenge. Mercedes against Ferrari, will we see that battle once again in this afternoon's race? We have soft, medium and hard compound tyres. It is the three hardest compounds that Pirelli have in their range, and the medium tyre, which could be the best race tyre, about 8/10 slower per lap, but it might just last a little bit longer in what could be a one-stop race if the teams can make the tyres last. Here's the grid then. Valtteri Bottas for the third race in a row is on pole. Lewis Hamilton for the 7th consecutive Spanish Grand Prix is on the front row. Sebastian Vettel starts third ahead of Max Verstappen, who won here from 4th in 2016. Charles Leclerc for the third time in 4 races starts 5th. Pierre Gasly 6th. Romain Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen 7th and 8th. Danny Kvyat for Toro Rosso starts 9th. Lando Norris into the top 10 for the 4th time this year is 10th. Alex Albon for Toro Rosso 11th ahead of Carlos Sainz in his home Grand Prix, who starts 12th. Daniel Ricciardo demoted because of a 3-place grid penalty to 13th. Starts alongside Kimi Räikkönen, worst start here in 10 years. It's an all-racing point row as Sergio Perez just ahead of his teammate Lance Stroll. Robert Kubica moves up to 17th because Antonio Giovinazzi takes a gearbox penalty. Behind him, so does George Russell, and Nico Hülkenberg starts in the pit lane, hoping to carry on the recent run, where in the last 2 races, those that have started in the pit lane have come home to finish in the points. And today's race, Martin Brundle, could be a little bit like the final day of the Premier League season. If the team in red are to emerge with the silverware, they're hoping that others ahead of them are going to have to slip up.
And, well, Crofty, you have to say, like with that football match you're referring to, I don't really mind who wins as long as they give us a lot of entertainment en route to a last-minute thriller and hopefully not decided on penalties.
It has been Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas leading the way so far this season. Mercedes finishing 1 and 2 in every race so far. 4 consecutive 1-2 finishes. Valtteri Bottas 3 consecutive pole positions as well, and leading the championship by just the 1 point, courtesy, of course, with that fastest lap that he scored in Australia. A new, reborn Valtteri BOTTAS who will be giving nothing going into turn 1, and Lewis Hamilton behind him who says he's going to give nothing going into turn 1 ever again after Baku 2 weeks ago. 6 times in the last 16 years here there has been a lap 1 safety car as well. We've seen it in some of the support races this weekend as well. 19 cars lined up on the grid, 1 in the pit lane, that's Nico Hülkenberg in the Renault. Green flag is being waved, so we're all ready, we're all set for the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out, away we go, and Hamilton gets a very good start. He's wheel to wheel with Bottas already, behind them Sebastian Vettel, and it's Hamilton and Bottas wheel to wheel, and now Vettel's joining in on the action as well. Into turn 1 we go, Vettel locks up, goes wide, Hamilton into the lead, Bottas gets through in second, Vettel is compromised by Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen ahead of Leclerc, but out in front, Valtteri BOTTAS not getting the best start, Hamilton leading us down the inside, goes Kevin Magnussen on Daniel Kvyat.
Yes, he locked his front brakes, didn't he, Vettel? He had such a good run through there. The 2 Ferraris nearly connected for good measure. Vettel didn't run too wide, so he was able to rejoin the track without going through the penalty zone there, and he got away with that, and somehow there was no contact.
And Sebastian Vettel just looking in his left wing mirror there to see where his teammate is. Now moves over towards the inside of the track, lets Charles Leclerc through on the racing line, and the 2 Ferraris do swap places. Leclerc is up into 4th place. Now the pressure is on the young man to show that he's got more pace and to start charging after Max Verstappen.
You can see him pulling the box, looks pretty clean at the moment. Oh, it's slow. Yeah, it's slow to release. It was an issue just releasing. I think the wheels went on. Red Bull have to react. They don't want to get caught out on any form of undercut there. From Ferrari, in and out. That's a nice clean stop there for Max Verstappen.
Alex Albon, who's trying desperately to find a way past Kimi Räikkönen, and is trying round the outside at turn 4. You don't often get past there in Barcelona, but Alex Albon has managed to do it. Sorry, I think Danny Kvyat there. Kimi Räikkönen now behind him. Actually, I think that was Danny Kvyat, not Alex Albon. It was. My eyes might need testing here.
Yeah, indeed. We'll have to see whether they have the same issue on the rear. Again, slow on the rear end. I don't know what's going on there, whether it's the rear jack or something that they're struggling to release, but again, it seems slow.
Ferrari committing Charles Leclerc to a 1 stop, Sebastian Vettel to a 2 stop. Do they think that the medium tyre isn't going to last until the end of the race?
May pay dividends. They might have the last laugh on that. It may pay dividends in the last half dozen laps.
Race leader is in to the pits. Lewis Hamilton, 2.6 second stop. No issues there. Valtteri BOTTAS in 2nd place is making his way round turn 13.
Measured them since you handed them back. You're not getting any deposit back on them because they were worn out, and there goes the switch.
Not where we were expecting it. Should have come maybe down the main straight, maybe should have come about 3-4 laps ago, but that sounds like a repeat of something we said about 20 laps ago. Sebastian Vettel into the pits. 2-stop strategy for Vettel. Not what he would have wanted. Medium tyres going on again because they had another set. Oh, he's going to go for it down the inside, Sebastian Vettel. Pierre Gasly was ahead of him after Vettel pitted, and Sebastian Vettel, I think, knew he had to get that overtake done right there.
Vettel last time round, storming fastest lap, by the way. 2 seconds quicker than Leclerc. Pretty good stop there for Max. He's on to the medium tyre now, which we saw working well for Vettel.
Valtteri BOTTAS coming in. It's Bottas pitting first onto the soft compound tyre. Expecting Hamilton to come in after we saw the state of his tyres, but they're pitting Bottas first. So looking now to where Charles Leclerc is, he's just rounding the final turn and making his way. Down past our commentary box, Lando Norris has gone off. Lance Stroll has gone off with him in the racing points. And I wonder if this means a safety car. Safety car's coming out, Martin.
So that plays into Hamilton's hands then, doesn't it?
Okay, Lando, do you have any damage? Do you have any damage?
I'm sorry, guys, I'm out.
Can you bring the car back? Can you bring the car back?
No, I can't. I'm sorry, guys.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if the stewards have a look at this one. He hadn't made the corner.
I'm going with a racing incident on that one.
Into the pits now comes Charles Leclerc, medium tyres going on. He's got hot.
Nearly an unsafe release there. I think they got away with it.
Hamilton seems to have survived the restart, but look, Sebastian VETTEL is now under pressure from Pierre Gasly, as I mentioned. Gasly's going wheel to wheel, and on the Charles Leclerc, Sebastian VETTEL putting pressure on Max Verstappen. Magnussen on the inside of Grosjean as well. Leclerc ahead of Gasly. Grosjean goes wide in his battle there with Kevin Magnussen, but now Pierre Gasly's in trouble, and Kevin Magnussen's alongside him on the run down towards turn 4. On the inside, Kevin Magnussen, can he get past Gasly? Gasly's hanging on in there somehow. Now has the inside line to turn 5. One of the Toro Rossos, Kvyat, I think, into the gravel, but coming back out onto the track. And somehow they all emerged pretty unscathed there.
So will they go for it again? I mean, it's 21 points available this year.
Magnussen's defending thin air again. Grosjean knows he's going to do that. He's gone round the outside, and once again Romain Grosjean has to go to the escape road.
Round that bollard.
Goes round the bollard, rejoins in a safe place. But Magnussen is defending where he thinks is best, and Grosjean just can't find a way past. There goes Carlos Sainz on Romain Grosjean down into turn 1. Sainz is on the inside. Grosjean's been forced wide again. And this time around, can he come back out in front of Carlos Sainz? Yes, just. He's getting used to taking the long way round at the end of the main straight, Romain Grosjean. Right, I think we watch Carlos Sainz again. It's not a replay, he's gone a different way this time around, and he's got Grosjean before the braking zone into turn 1, and Carlos Sainz is up into 8th place. Lewis Hamilton is going to see the checkered flag first and claim a hat-trick of Spanish Grand Prix wins. Lewis Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix, and for the 5th time in a row, it's a Mercedes 1-2 as Valtteri BOTTAS comes home 2nd. Max Verstappen claims a podium, and Ferrari, with Vettel 4th and Leclerc 5th, are left wondering what do they do and where do they go from here.